As surprising as it may sound, today has actually been a massive newscoin day for Dogecoin, or a massive news day for Dogecoin rather, as we have seen multiple big stories coming out for Doge, multiple narratives starting to change, including Jeff Bezos following one of the co-founders of Dogecoin, one of the guys who created it, the guy who actually coded it. Jeff Bezos now following him on Twitter. We have also seen an increased look into Elon Musk's plan with Twitter and what's happening with that, how it could shape and shift the entire future and course of Dogecoin as the currency of the internet and hopefully of the earth at some point in the future, which absolutely is a possibility on the table, at least to some degree. Maybe at least the cryptocurrency of Earth, we'll settle for that, but maybe even beyond that, why not, right? It is the most fun currency on the entire planet by a significant margin. That's pretty easily provable just simply by looking at the community and how much we do. We also have Ice Cube, who is a pretty big celebrity, has now come out and made transactions using Dogecoin publicly, joining the Dogecoin train. He has previously done some cool things in regards to that, but now officially hopping on the Dogecoin train. That's not even all. We've also seen increased efforts when it comes to the technical side of Dogecoin. Mark Cuban looking even more heavily into Dogecoin. All of this coming within a very short period of time in the last little bit. This is absolutely the type of day that I love to talk about. Let's go ahead and jump to the first part of the story here, which is that we now have this article coming in from Benzinga, and they believe Dogecoin looks set to jump, and they did not put a specific price target for Dogecoin in that, but once we start to see a lot of these plans rolling out for Dogecoin, it is not off the table that we could see it jumping up to $1.72. That is the high upside target for Dogecoin that I'm predicting is a possibility on the table. Will it happen? Well, it's yet to decide exactly what number it will be approached, but we do know it will almost certainly spike pretty big. And let me go ahead and dive into a few of the reasons why we're so confident about that. So first of all, shout out here, Dogecoin is now being accepted here. Much wow, Dogecoin is going to the moon. So shout out to all the cafes and mom and pop shops out there who are accepting Doge. By the way, if you like accepting Dogecoin, or if you just simply like Dogecoin, or if you like cryptocurrency in general, but mainly Dogecoin, then you are welcome to do whatever the heck you want. If you want to press the like button, you can. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. It's up to you. You should have, but actually it really does help. One like equals one new individual coming in. If you want to see if I'm wrong or not, you're welcome to try it. If you press it one time, then look at the viewers, watch what happens. Right after you press it, one new person will come in. Every single like pressed equals one new individual coming in. And if you press the dislike button, I believe it could have a similar effect. I've actually never tested that. All we know is about the like button. It's close to a 1-to-1 ratio. It's not exact, but it's pretty dang close. So you're welcome to try pressing it, and you can see one new individual will almost certainly come in right after you press it. Seriously, some people saying I'm being too optimistic. I get it. People said I was too optimistic when Dogecoin was a half a penny too, and people will say it now. Too optimistic. How could you make a price prediction that high? Well, it's simple. Take a look at this. Rumors circulating that Elon will integrate payments into the business of Twitter. If true, I'm sure Dogecoin will be an integral part of it. At Elon Musk coming in from It's All Risky on Twitter. Then Elon Musk, here's the details of his plan. And once you see exactly how expansive this is and how big it could be, just with the initial numbers and expectations, take a look. Quintuple revenue to 26.4 billion by 2028. Elon Musk, with his plan to investors who he got on board with buying Twitter with him, he did need help because he didn't have enough cash. I don't know. I mean, does Elon, he must be poor now if he can't even afford Twitter. What the heck, Elon? You didn't have a few extra billion laying around for Twitter. You had to bring on investors. Maybe we should start a fund to help Elon Musk, since he's now very, very, very poor. I don't know how he's going to survive. Quintuple revenue to, that's a little bit of sarcasm in there, but maybe we actually should do a charity for people who really are in that position. I think that would be a great thing to use Dogecoin for. Create 10 billion subscription business. 69 million users of Twitter Blue by 2025. I like that one. Even in his pitch, he made it 5420, and he's now pitching 69 million users of Twitter Blue. That would be a pretty big number to hit. Basically, I think he's actually going to be capable of doing this. He's going to integrate more benefits by being part of Twitter Blue. Also, there could be ways for creators to make money by having tweets go viral and whatnot through Twitter Blue. So that's pretty dang cool. 15 million in revenue from a payments business in 2023, 1.3 billion in 2028. So basically Twitter could be integrated into a payments global system across the entire world. We're talking about the guy who made PayPal here. What if you'd have the ability to use Twitter Pay to actually purchase things in the future? Maybe even using Dogecoin. It seems like that's almost certainly what's going to happen here. Elon Musk said, the most ironic outcome is the most likely. Elon Musk has continued to talk about how cool it would be if Dogecoin became the currency of Earth. And we said this many times. He's not just someone who's going to say that and then do nothing. He is someone who's going to actively plan behind the scenes to make things like this happen. And in many cases, not even tell people what's going on. I mean, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, but it's awesome at the same time. 15 million in revenue from a payments business in 2023, 1.3 billion by 2028. That's part one. So that's huge right there in and of itself. He also has plans to hire 3,600 employees. I mean, just to reiterate one more time, Elon Musk is planning to make Twitter an integral payments platform throughout the globe. Elon Musk loves Dogecoin. Elon Musk planning to make Twitter integral payment platform. Loves Dogecoin integral payment platform. What more can we possibly ask for? If you're wondering how can Dogecoin actually reach $1.75, this right here is a huge reason why I'm very, very, very confident that that will happen. And I know maybe it's kind of asking a lot of Elon Musk. Maybe we shouldn't be saying, okay, the entirety of the Dogecoin community is riding on Elon Musk in terms of the momentum for Dogecoin. And that is true. We should not have Elon Musk be the only reason that Dogecoin goes up. But at the same time, he has power to do things with Dogecoin in a way that literally no one else in the world can do for any other currency. And he's actually choosing to go forward with it. So that right there just shows you why we continue to talk about it and why we're excited about it. Twitter will add about 13 billion of debt as part of Elon's buyout plan, but he expects to pay that debt down as free cash flow is set to grow to 3.2 billion in 2025 and 9.4 billion in 2028. So that's pretty crazy. Also, when it comes to this, hire 3,600 employees after shredding hundreds. It's pretty obvious that there are going to be a lot more than a few hundred that are shredded. Elon Musk should probably clean house. Now, there will be the exception. If Elon Musk wants to let the people he just fired apply again, okay, there we go. That's fine. Elon Musk can have them apply again, and then they can maybe get their job back. If not, then they'll probably just be sent packing. And on top of that, I think it'll be really cool because Elon Musk right now is in a position with Tesla where there were millions of people, I think close to 3 million people, that applied to work for Tesla within the last year period. And of those 3 million, only around 30,000 got the job, which means Elon Musk already has by far the most desirable places to work on the planet. And so if Twitter becomes in a similar vein, it will have the best people on the job. And I would love to see an even divide when it comes to mindsets, especially politically, so that we don't have one side or the other getting upset at each other. And so that way there can be more conversation. There can be more people actually truly having to defend their positions. If your position is bad and you can't defend it, well, then maybe you should change your mind. If your decision is good and you're capable of defending it, well, then maybe you should continue with that decision and that opinion. And so having Twitter being a place where people can freely talk like that will allow for people to either change their mind or decide to dig in further on their opinions on certain things. So that right there is pretty fascinating. $1 2022. I like the sound of that. And what did I miss, says Seb Abbey? A lot. A very lot, actually. But if you press the like button, I shall tell you all that you missed. So that right there, pretty cool. Under Mr. Musk's advertising plan, it would fall 45% of total revenue down from 90%. So basically, people would be running less ads on Twitter. Advertising would generate 12 billion in revenue and subscriptions, 10 billion according to the document. Other revenue will come from businesses such as data licensing. So that's pretty cool. Reach 931 million users by 2028 from 217 million now. So that right there is insane. Right now, we have one of the biggest Twitter platforms online, especially in the crypto space. We're one of the most influential people in all of crypto. We have the number one ranked Dogecoin Twitter account currently. Matt Walls 88, you're welcome to go follow there with the notifications on for updates. So that could be big for us as well as a community. If we do see Twitter growing to 931 million users in that time period, then it is going to lead to massive, massive growth for our influence and our ability as the community too. Not just, we don't just want to, and just to be clear, when I say our influence is growing and in the perspective of my Twitter, what I mean by that is I can do more cool stuff for us. I don't want to use my Twitter platform for very many things. The main thing I want to use it for is helping our community as a Dogecoin community getting publicity. And you see me doing that all the time. Now, occasionally, we may talk about another crypto we like on Twitter, but that's very rare for me to do. I typically and exclusively will talk about Dogecoin and get people who are celebrities and influential to like Dogecoin and want to be part of the Dogecoin community. And they'll come and hop on board oftentimes because of the insane outreach of the Dogecoin community on Twitter. And we can continue to show them how much we appreciate them and support them so they continue to do cool stuff. So that right there is one aspect of it. Then the other aspect of it is that we can just simply have more fun. And that makes life better. If you're having more fun, life is better. Matt, since Elon took over Twitter, hiring searches went up 250%. Crazy. Wow. So apparently a lot of people now are going to want to work for Twitter. I mean, it makes sense. I'm surprised it didn't go up even more. It probably will once he starts actually hiring people, once he owns it. Matt is not a joke. How dare you? What? Mouse Matt is not a joke. I'm not sure what you're referring to. What's Mouse Matt? Is that a crypto? Oh, Fat Mouse says, Matt, you're a joke. I'd like to think we have some funniness here. Fat Mouse, oh man, Fat Mouse is coming with the roast music. I believe Fat Mouse is most likely an investor in Ratcoin who has of course turned sour after all of our dire Ratcoin outlooks, showing that Ratcoin will of course plummet to sewer depths we've never seen before. Zero is not even really a low enough estimate for Ratcoin to fall. It'll fall somehow below zero. We'll have Ratcoin in the negative most likely, because it's just that it's simply the worst crypto on earth for whatever reason that we don't even know, but it still is somehow. So just trust me on that, I guess. Have 104 million subscribers for a mysterious X by 2028. Included in the doc are estimates for what appear to be subscribers to a new product called X, which would have 104 million users. No idea what the heck that is, but I imagine it has something to do with the payment service. That could be it. X could be the payment service. 109 million people using Dogecoin to buy things on the internet. You really don't think that could bring Dogecoin above $1? Absolutely it can. That's huge. Then we have a little bit more continued here, down from 90% in 2020 when it comes to advertising. And then we move on even further and we see, so with that reach, it'll grow by approximately 5x and reach the likes of Facebook when it comes to users. That would be pretty cool. Have 104 million, then we continue on. Nobody will be required to pay for Twitter. They will just have perks and premium features for those who do. So lots of updates there, lots of juicy details when it comes to that. Kiko says, everyone hit the like button. There you go. I like the sound of that. What are your thoughts on the Johnny Depp Inu? Oh my gosh. Oh, what's going on here? Are you serious? There's a Johnny Depp Inu now? Okay, I'm gonna short it. I don't know about that. You are one of the very few diamond hands left. Thank you for your perseverance, says Leonardo Mendoza. That is actually true. When it comes to Dogecoin, I am extreme diamond hands. The only cryptocurrency that I've talked about and also taken a good amount of profits from is Tking. And I was very public about that as it was happening, and that was a huge amount of time after I initially talked about it, but I was like, this is a good opportunity to take some profits, and I let everyone know, hey, this is a good opportunity to take some profits. I was very clear about that to everyone here on the community, so just keep in mind, I'm going to make sure you're included when it comes to information. I'm going to make sure you're included when it comes to what I'm doing. So that way we all have a community that we can rely on each other and we can trust each other. That's the most important thing, is for us to be able to trust each other when it comes to crypto picks and things like that. OMG says NYSTAGMUS. I like it. And also the number is 420. There we go. OMG, I'm rich. There we go. You're rich. Congratulations. How do you feel about circulating supply for Doge? Is it too much? So there's three solutions that are possible here. The first one is Dogecoin miners that are set up as a way of charity that then automatically burn the Doge. That can either be done through a community effort, or it can be done through the likes of a billionaire. If only there were some billionaires like Dogecoin. Oh wait, there's a lot. It can be done through the likes of maybe a billionaire, someone with a large company, buying Dogecoin miners and actually having them mine and then burn. It can be done through the likes of a transition to proof of stake over proof of work, which may or may not happen. There's no guarantees that it will. And proof of stake will basically just mean there's no miners that are constantly changing the supply. It'll have potentially a set supply depending on how exactly it's implemented. So those are two ways. Then the third way, which I think could be the most exciting, is if Elon Musk was like, all right, I'm just going to buy however much Dogecoin are mined every single year. I'm just going to buy that many and then I'm going to burn them myself. Then that way he could just simply put capital towards it, and he absolutely has the capital to do it. And if he was to do that, it would also have the benefit of consistently seeing upticks in the price. If he said, all right, every single month I'm going to put in 500 million, that would totally cancel out and also go above what is the current inflation rate of Dogecoin. And Elon Musk is continuing to make money at a high enough rate where he could likely do that for the rest of his life. So that's a huge opportunity if he wants to help Dogecoin. Thank you as well from Kasan coming with the chat. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand. Make sure to subscribe with the notifications on, and I will see you in the next video.